In light of recent events, the humor and the commentary of this video is going to be tamed a little bit. Good afternoon, everyone. Johnny O from the Plot Hole, and today I've got some Albuquerque, New Mexico body cam footage that shows a driver who thinks it's okay to try and blind a police officer. Let's get into it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'd like your name and badge number. You almost hit me.
Yeah, multiple times.
Okay. We need your license, please.
No.
We'll talk here in a minute. I'm going to go talk to the vehicle I pulled over. I need your license, please.
I need your name and badge
We'll talk in a minute. My name is Kevin Smith. My badge number is 324.
Okay, and I need your...
And we're going to talk in a minute after I address the vehicle that I stopped, okay?
You almost hit me several times, dude.
I'd like to speak to your supervisor.
You almost fucking shoved me into the sidewalk. What is wrong with you?
So that would be failed to yield to an emergency vehicle.
No,
on your
you didn't
car,
have
right?
any
When
lights
there's
on. You didn't have any signal
You
on.
had nothing
We
on
have you
my
on camera, stupid.
Very good. That's fine. 545, come to me in the vehicle, please.
This is something I wouldn't advise. Now, from what I gather, this driver was not a part of this traffic stop. He pulled up on this officer in order to complain that this officer almost hit him during the course of the officer trying to pull over a different driver. I mean, that's a legitimate concern if that's what happened, but this might not be the best way to lodge your complaint.
All right, we need your license, please. I have a supervisor en route. After you hand me your license, you can talk to the
Address
supervisor.
that situation.
I'm going to do that as soon as I make sure you're safe.
This will be going on the news, sir.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
Go ahead and
fantastic.
give me your license.
No, I needed your name and badge number, and now you're asking for a license.
Addressing the vehicle that stopped behind me. Boy, Adam, boy, X04.
Another thing I wouldn't advise here, once you've inserted yourself into the situation, you probably don't want to just drive off all willy-nilly without at least letting the officer know what your intentions are. I mean, I don't fault wanting to get out of the street and get into a safer area so you don't have to worry about oncoming traffic and whatnot. Just let them know what you're doing. Hey, officer, I'm going to pull up over here, not trying to flee. Real simple. Also, notice how confrontational both the driver and the passenger are.
I tried to stop. These guys pulled up behind me and immediately started yelling and cussing. I asked them for their DL. They won't provide it. They want a supervisor. There's another unit supervisor. Hi. Do me a favor, don't leave yet, okay? I want to come and talk to you about speeding. Just hang tight right here. We're going to come and address these guys really fast, okay? So I haven't talked to these guys yet. They were who I tried to stop. Okay. This vehicle was behind them flashing their lights. When I pulled in front of him with my light,
No, actually, I was confused because I was driving. I see him flash, and I see an SUV. I don't know if it was you.
Yep.
And I see the merge. I'm like, they're gonna hit, so I speed up to get out of the way. I didn't want to be part of the accident. That's why I speed up.
Are they in that car?
No, they're still in. So they were initially behind me. I went up to them to get their license, yelling, screaming at me. I want a supervisor. Wouldn't give me their license. They pulled up here without me asking them to do anything. So I'm gonna put stop 6 in case they take off. They want a supervisor.
Yeah, I was driving. I was like, yo, they're gonna crash because I see. I don't know who it was. He's flashing lights, and then I see the officer like merge.
Hang out for just a few minutes, man. Let's figure this out, okay?
For those of you who question the use of the spike strip here, this wouldn't be necessary had these two not been so combative and been a little bit more forthcoming with their intentions previously moving their vehicle. This is a safety concern, and not just for the officers, but for other pedestrians and other drivers as well.
Excuse me, sir, what are you doing?
There's stop 6 on your vehicle, so if you leave, your tires will be punctured. All right, so now there's a supervisor here like you asked for. Are you going to provide me your license like I asked you?
Before I file a formal complaint, please, against this officer here. I would like to file a formal complaint.
All right. You want to step back and I'll talk to him?
Step away from my vehicle.
License, registration, insurance.
You can
I think
step
he's
No,
drinking.
get away from our vehicle.
All right. Hey, I'm Sergeant Wright. What's going on, guys?
He tried to hit us. He
almost hit us several times.
Would you please lower the light? I know it's sensitive.
So he never turned on any lights, any turning lights, any signals, any emergency lights. He sped up, slammed on his brakes, crossed the line. Can you stop pointing that in her face, please?
I'm sorry. I'm still trying to see. You do not get to do that.
We're about to get a second angle of what happens here. Now, I understand and I get it that officers using their flashlight in order to try and control a situation isn't ideal, but officers are in a disadvantaged situation here. They have no idea if weapons are present. This is an issue of safety. Is the driver being unreasonable and requesting that the officer lower his light? I don't think so. There are better ways to go about it, probably less combative ways to go about it. But once again, we're talking about officer safety. We're talking about public safety here. But what the driver does in response definitely qualifies as one of the dumbest things that you can do in this type of situation.
All right, let's try this again, guys. Do you have your license and your registration insurance?
I need to open the glove box.
Yeah, that's totally fine.
It's in the black one. All the way back. All the way back. The big purple one. You do not get to do that.
Back up. Hands up.
This is stupid and can get you seriously hurt and most definitely get you arrested. Shining a light in an officer's face with the intention to blind him is about as stupid gets. With as confrontational these two have been, remember, they inserted themselves into this traffic stop. These two are lucky that this didn't end up way worse than it did. Now, we have a long interaction here where the passenger puts on what I consider to be a show of hyperventilation because she's just so scared of these police officers. She wasn't afraid a few minutes ago whenever she was aggressively screaming and yelling at the cop. But the second things turned sour for her driver, for her, I'm assuming her boyfriend or her partner, and all of a sudden, we're afraid of the cops. Now let's get to the part that you all are here for.
Very good. Very good. Stop. Right there. Take a right.
I'm gonna try to remove a deer from north side.
I'm gonna talk to you to follow directions. We'll get through this eventually, I promise.
No, you just think you're better than anyone. You love all laws. You just find out shortly that you're not.
Oh, okay.
You will. Lawyers have a great way of doing that.
That's the unemployed income somehow, right?
Lawyers have a great way of fucking showing you guys what you actually are. Worthless piece of shits.
You are, you're right.
You are. You're just like every other calm down the street.
All right, before we end this episode, let's explore why these officer and civilian safety issues are important. March 25th, 2020, Everett police officer Dan Rocha was shot and killed during a suspicious activity engagement. Officer Rocha engaged with the suspect when the suspect shot Officer Rocha and fled the scene, running over Officer Rocha's body in the process. Whereas I have stated in the past several times that we should hold police officers to a much higher standard when it comes to their interactions with the public, I also fully support police action that increases safety, not just for the police officers, but for the general public as well. And that's our show. If you enjoyed yourself, hit that like button and away to the next video. Subscribe to the channel and ring that bell so you don't miss an episode. I want to send a special shout out to all my channel members and patrons. Your support means the world to me. Links to join are in the description box below. As always, I'm Johnny O, and it's everybody's favorite time. That's right, it's finger guns, baby.